吧？
把剩下的票给我吧，让我拿一个。
OK，说你带他们进去，你没有票是吗？啊？
I like the moving, I like the moving. 那个我都拍过了。
练不错吧？
那人好像
So we have total 60 people, right? So about slightly more. Okay, so maybe all of you could follow me.
More people?
Yes.
你真的好点可怕。可惜呢。
Yang penting ada di sini.
So at the back, have a look. This is our showcase for the cybersecurity lab. Okay, so it is our bound. But
KDDI has been very supportive of our business. So they they don't have a license. And this is the pantry. Anybody would like to have some snacks and drinks, please help yourself. Would you? Please go ahead. Like this, drinks and snacks and fruits of the tray. We would like to give you the tray. Sit on it and maybe one leg. Anybody? Volunteers? 来，坐下来。我帮你拿。不会坏的。
有那种教授。
对，就坐上去，然后就开始包菜。够了到吗？
太差了，要冰呀。
Right side is the oil, so you have to step on it to move. Yeah.
No worries, but it's good. We really appreciate that, like.
All right. So attention please on me. Okay.
What else? What else is on your agenda? Michael, what is on your agenda tomorrow? What? Visiting area tomorrow. Okay. Okay.
All right, good morning, everyone. And so let me take it away. By the way, as Anna introduced, my name is Ron. I am the head of product training for Acronis. Right. So Acronis is a company, right? We are a Singapore-Swiss company, basically. All right, dealing in cyber protection. And so you might basically want to ask, what is cyber protection? Well, we'll go into that right a little bit further down into the presentation. But just sort of as a very quick look, Acronis, well, one of our main offices that we have seen is actually in Singapore. So we have two levels here in Singapore. The 30th level, which is mainly sales, finance, operations, back office stuff, right? And then here at the 44th level, this is where our R&D office is. So I believe everybody of you have actually gone through a tour, right? Okay, how do you feel about the office? Nice view, nice pantry area, right? So it's actually very nice to work in the office. Okay, so we have a very, great view, great offices, and of course, all our developers here, right, basically working on pretty much cutting-edge technology, right? So this is our main office, as you can see from the slide. And we have a couple other offices. The other main office that we have is in Switzerland, Schaffhausen, right? So that was opened sometime in 2008, right? And besides all this, we have a lot of other offices worldwide. We have offices in, let's say, Munich, Germany. We have offices in US, Boston. We also have a couple of other offices elsewhere, all right? Basically to support our company operations. So as students, probably not pretty interesting, but just a little snapshot. Very rapidly growing, okay? In terms of our company growth, it's about coming to 30% this year, right? And we're actually accelerating. And quite a fair bit of that is actually in cloud, which is basically what, you say the world is actually moving towards, right? So we also take a look at, closer look at what we do as a company. Before we go into cyber protection, we need to talk about how the world is actually like today, right? And I'm sure all of you are very deeply involved in it. Okay, so the world is actually getting more and more digital, right? And what do I mean by that? Everything that we do, okay, is pretty much digitized. Okay, all right. Any of you recognize any of this here? Yes, I presume. Okay, all of this should be pretty much familiar to most of you, right? Internet of Things. Anybody can tell me what is Internet of Things? IoT. What's Internet of Things? So it's basically all about all those little devices that we have, web cameras, right? Sensors and all of that, right? All connected to the internet so that we can basically make more sense of our environment, as well as to do more things, right? Internet of Things, and those will include things like smart home devices. Anybody here has Google Home? No? Right, that's an IoT device. Okay, webcams. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks, Anna. All right. Robots. Okay. Drones. Anybody have drones? Well, in Singapore it's a bit difficult because we're such a small island. Everywhere is restricted. We can't really fly drones. But in other countries, yes, it's actually pretty. It's actually very popular, right? Flying drones. Okay, so drones, self-driving cars, we actually have that. In fact, I think, if I'm not wrong, it's NUS, if I'm not mistaken. They're actually trying out, driverless buses, if I'm not mistaken, right? A lot of development done by a lot of the global companies like Google, and all those companies. 3D printers, next-gen computing. So all of this, right, big data, Bitcoin, virtual reality, blockchain, all of that, basically, okay, what we have today, all right, is showing us that, our world is getting digital, right? It's not just physical anymore, all right? A lot of the things that we do is slowly becoming more digitized, right? Previously, back in my day, all right, when we had to do, like, let's say, projects or homework, it's usually paper. Today, how you guys submit your projects? How you guys, let's say, submit your course assignments, for example, it's probably digital. Am I correct? All right, send a file to your lecturer, to your teacher, whoever it is, and, all right, and you work in a computer lab, and that's pretty much it, right? Back in the day, we had to actually, write. Okay, give us one of the assignments, 500 words. No typing on a computer, right? Right? Today it's actually very much different. So the world is getting more and more digital, which also means that, okay, there is a very, very increasing need, okay, to actually protect this digital world of ours. Okay, and so digital world is protection because why? All right, digital things are easy to destroy. How difficult it is to delete a file. How difficult it is to actually just delete, data. It's actually very easy, just press delete, right? Or it can be, hardware failure. Anybody here has suffered a hard disk crash, I believe? Yeah, I see some raise of hands, yes. Hard disk crash, lose your thumb drive with your course materials, all right, stuff like that, okay? So this kind of thing does happen, okay? So here we go, right? So in the digital world, okay, we're storing more and more data. We are having more and more things that's actually going digital, all right? And that is, of course, a great thing because digital things are actually very easy to copy, right? It's very easy to duplicate, and it's very convenient for sharing. Okay? So internet and digital. Okay, nowadays, if you want to do any research, you don't really need to go to a library, for example, you can easily find a lot of information just through searching on the internet. Am I correct? Right? But that also presents a problem. It's not just easy to create, but it's also very easy to destroy. Right? So here is a pretty comparison, very strong comparison. So to demolish a building takes quite a fair bit of energy. So you can see that to demolish a building, right? The picture behind it, right? Behind that I was showing, this is actually a picture of a demolition of a building in China, all right? 5 tons of TNT, 19 buildings altogether, all right? That took roughly about billion joules. Joules is a measure of energy, right? So it's actually, well, it's quite a fair bit of energy to talk about, all right? Comparing to demolish something physical, okay? But to wipe out 1 petabyte of data, right? Why we do the comparison for 1 petabyte? It's because 1 petabyte is just enough to store all the information that you need to actually build those buildings. You know, everything from architectural plans, you know, to materials, to methods, to processes, to pretty much everything. All the data you would need to actually build those 19 buildings can be stored in 1 petabyte of data. Right? But to delete that 1 petabyte of data takes so much less energy than destroying it physically. Right? So it's actually very easy to destroy digital things. Right? Physical, a bit more difficult. Right? It takes a lot of energy to do that. Okay, which is why there is this need to protect all things digital. Okay, and that is precisely where the next bit I'm going to talk about. Okay, so there's a need to actually protect all things digital. However, it's not that easy to do it, right? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? And we don't need acronyms. Okay. But to actually protect our digital world, right, it's not that easy because there's a lot of complexities involved, right? Number one is this: rapid growth of systems. Right. So with the rise of our digital world, all right, comes with it the rise of smart devices, IoT devices, right, things like that. Especially smartphones, for example. Everybody here, I believe I should ask this question: who has, or who is still using, or who uses a feature phone? You all know what's a feature phone? I see everybody is actually pretty young. Right. Great. Also, we have one guy here. Feature phone. What is a feature phone? For older folks like me, all right, feature phone is your Nokia phone. Some of you may have heard of Nokia phones, right? The pre-smartphone era. All right, where a phone is really just a phone. It does 2 things: make phone call, all right, and then maybe and a little bit more than that, do SMS. Right, so you can pretty much do just these 2 things. Well, there's some games, like Snake. I don't know if you have heard of Snake before. There's a dot on the screen, then you just manipulate your keypad to chase after the dot, all over the screen. That sort of thing, right? So very simple games, not like what we have today. Okay, but today we have smartphones, right? Smart devices. Quick show of hands. Who uses Android phones here? Apple? Okay, so we have, all right, pretty straightforward. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I think the split was actually kind of different. More Apple than Android. Now today it's more Android than Android. Right? But smart devices, pretty much everybody, raise their hands up when I ask, if you have an Apple device or you have a, Android device. So smart devices, right? Okay. So you can imagine everyone of you here, your students next to you, your schoolmates next to you, all have a smartphone, right? Another quick show of hands. Your parents, your mom, for example, okay, are they using a smartphone? Yes. Right. What about if your grandparents? Yes, as well. Right. I believe so. Okay. So that pretty much shows the prevalence of smart devices. Right. Okay. Make a guess. Okay. So you can see here, just I was talking about complexity. Okay. We have about 100 billion devices. That's a huge number. Smart devices alone in 2019. All right. We have about 2.7 billion mobile subscribers in the world. All right, and then if we multiply that by roughly 2, because usually, most of us, right, would have more than one device. Okay, so usually it's about 1.5, but 2 devices on average. So there's about 5.5 billion smartphones. So out of that 100 billion devices, 5.5 billion of them is actually smartphones. Right, your Androids and your Apples and whatever, right? Okay, so there's a huge number of devices, and all those devices contains data. Okay, so just imagine the amount of data there is. Okay, and if let's say you want to protect, all those data, right, on those smart devices, how big of a challenge is it? Okay, so that's where the complexity comes in. And we're just talking about smartphones. We haven't even gone into tablets, into laptops, into computers. So what we call, so we are just basically looking at endpoint devices, right? Endpoints are basically what users actually interact with users directly. We haven't even talked about edge devices and core devices. So edge and core are basically what provide, a lot of the services that use. So things like, data centers and computers in the data centers and all that, right? So that's number one. Number two, security threats. So like I mentioned, data is very easy to destroy, right? You just tap the delete button and that's pretty much it. Okay. But what else can destroy data? Right? Everybody heard about ransomware? Yes? Okay. So ransomware, okay, that is one of the biggest threats that's facing organizations, pretty much everybody today. Okay, whether you are just a sort of consumer, right, or whether you are a public or private organization, a private company or a public organization, okay, all of us face this threat of ransomware. And why is it so prevalent? Okay, why is it so such threats? Why is it so prevalent today? We keep on hearing about attacks, ransomware attacks. If you follow tech news, it's like
Because you've seen Singapore, it's a whole right. Who would want to move here? Who would want to study here, right? Yes, very Anyway, courageous view. So anyway, so he's going to share about his path with you guys. Everyone is welcome to join SIT. Everyone is welcome to join Acronis just as well. Any questions, let us know. And Vasily, over to you.
Yes, thank you. Could I please ask you for help? Yeah. I just want to make a small exercise before the presentation. Please stand up and find a pair.
Oh, okay. Come on, everyone.
Just to warm up our brain network. So, Anna, you will be my partner for this exercise. And what we should do, please stand like us, with face-to-face connection, yeah.
We have some uneven numbers. Help us out. There's a fight.
Okay, so what we need to do, you need to pronounce, so just repeat, I say 1, 2, 3, then you 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, just repeat please this. 1, 2, 3.
Music.
First of all, I speak 1, then Anna do this action, and then I speak, and then I speak 3, and then Anna starts and speak 1, and then I just do this, and no 2, I don't pronounce 2. So let's show. 1, 3.
1, 3.
1, 3. Okay, let's do this. tell one, then Anna do this, and then I do this. So let's try. 1. Okay.
What was that?
1. Okay, 1. 1. So let's try it. So let's clap ourselves. Yeah, please take your seats, and now I will share with you something about SAT. How many of you have heard about SAT? Please raise your hand. Maybe you know something about this. Tell me, what do you know about SAT? Schaffhausen, yeah. It's located in Schaffhausen. Something else? Yeah. Great, actually, because nobody actually knows. What else? And the third fact, and we will...
It's like 10 minutes institute where you can do everything in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's a very small university and buildings very close to each other. Well, so I'm here as one of the first students of SAT, and today I'm going to share about this university. Something about me: I have a bachelor degree in computer science. I also did and do some researches in software development process and in simulation of organizational behavior and this stuff, so we can discuss with you later if you want. I also worked as a Scrum Master in a FinTech lab and helped teams to establish a software development process and to develop engineering practices and write a good code and stuff like this. And I'm also a volunteer. That's all. Let's speak about the SIT. So SIT is a completely new university in Switzerland, and this university has 3 main areas of focus. The first one is computer science, which includes artificial intelligence, software engineering, robotics, and all this stuff. The second focus of the university is physics, and it's about advanced materials and modern technologies in physics and how it can be combined with software development and computer science and so on. And the third part is technology transformation and entrepreneurship. It's about digital stuff, so just take any word and add digital, so digital health, digital government, digital organization, and all this stuff. So what actually the main feature of this university is that it has 3 components. The first is the university and scientists. So the university will have world-class professors that will do some researches, and at the same time there will be some research groups which will focus on the most advanced topics. And there will be a techno companies that will work with the university. So there will be a space where scientists, students, and people from the industry work together to make step forward, to create something new, to develop new companies, new approaches, to solve some problems in computer science, in physics, and so on. So yeah, here you see that all these 3 things create a special space, or it's an intellectual space, so that you can find very smart people and make projects with them. So let's keep this slide, and this is about our board and leaders of the university. So the founder and primary investor is Sergey Belousov. It's also a CEO of Acronis, and we also have pretty well-known professors like Bertrand Meyer. Maybe someone heard about this person? Oh yeah, great. So he is also a professor at SIT. Other very professional people who meet together to do a great project. So also we have a strategic advisory board with the chairman, Konstantin Novoselov. It's a winner of Nobel Prize. He actually helps us to form a community of professors and to attract the best professors to the university. And all these scientists are ready to join as soon as possible to the university and become a part of our team. This is the partners. All of them are based in Schaffhausen. Unilever, IVC, IWC, who used maybe some watches. IWC, no? No millionaires there? Okay, and all these companies will be partners of the university, so students could work here and at these companies and conduct some internships, projects, industrial projects, and so on. And this is about the campus. Actually, maybe some of you know about the Rhine Fall. Or maybe someone was there, no? It's the biggest waterfall in Europe, and the building of the university will be right after the waterfall with a beautiful view, so you will be at a very good place with a great view, with a very inspiring view. So there will be our campus. And actually, the main aim of the university is to give you a really good education and to make you real professionals in IT, in physics, in computer science and software engineering, and to bring you opportunities to join the best companies in the world. So, and now let's speak about the program. Actually, SIT already has students, actually four students, and I'm one of them. And now SIT provides a joint program with Carnegie Mellon University and with National University of Singapore. Actually, I'm a student at master program at National University of Singapore, Master of Computing, of course. And well, I will tell about this later, and we will have our first research center led by Bertrand Mayer, and this center is focused on cybersecurity and on software verification. So, about the program. As I've said, two universities are partners of SIT, and you have an opportunity to study of course, in SIT and also in Carnegie Mellon or in NUS. So what SIT actually provides you? It provides you a scholarship and it pays tuition fees, and then you have an opportunity to work with professors from SIT and do some research with them and receive some advice from them. And actually also you have an opportunity to work at Acronis during your studying, make some industrial projects and so on. And after the graduation you have an opportunity to work at Acronis or to join SIT as teacher assistant or researcher, or maybe you want to do a PhD, you also can do this. So you have two options. Actually you have more. So SIT attracts new industrial partners, so you can work in any company that will be a partner of SIT. So how to apply to this program? Now we launched our new admission, so you can apply. And to do this, you need to write to this email address, very simple. And attach 3 documents. First is motivation letter, where you need to put your ideas, what you want to do, your views on your future, why you want to join the SIT, and why this program actually can help you, to make step forward and to make your better. Also, you need to include CV. How many of you already have CV? Yeah, great. Actually, later I will tell what you can include to your CV. And also you need to attach a transcript of academic records. So grades are important. This is important to SAT to understand your performance in academic terms. So what to include in CV? So first of all, academic achievements. So you can mention courses that you had in your university, and you can tell about academic projects, so what you did and which results you achieved. Also, you can mention internships, you can mention industrial projects, hackathons, and actually you can mention ICPC workshop. Of course, it's a very important part. And if you did a research, you can mention your academic papers also. And if you are an active student in social life, you can also mention different clubs and communities in which you took part during your study. So how the selection process looks like. The first, a special committee assess the CV letter, motivation letter, and transcript. Then, if you will pass this step, you will go to the interview with the professors of SAT and with our industrial partners. So, and then the last step is the admission to NUS and CMU. You have also need to apply to NUS and CMU and also pass their admission process. So these are my contacts. You can actually send me messages, write me at night, at day, whenever you want. I can answer to your questions. Actually, now we are waiting for applications from those of you who are the fourth year of your education. How many of you are at the fourth year? Great, so I think we will receive 5 or 6 applications right after this meeting. And actually we also waiting for master students, so if you are at the master program, you also can apply for this program and join the SAT. And if you are a third-year student, we're also waiting for you in 1 year. You can also join us because the university develops very fast, and there will be a lot of projects and programs at Schaffhausen in Switzerland. So maybe some questions? 1 or 2?
No, sometimes bad guys, come on. I can answer the acronym ones. Cool stickers to anyone who asks the question. Come on. No?
No questions?
I'll wash it.
Then the workshop always with the time. How do we solve this relaxed problem? Well, for each vertex, first we want to find replace the U shop somewhere in the closed ball of radius Ri and in the middle of in the center in this vertex. So you can place the shop somewhere that is closer. We use centroid decomposition. This is a standard primitive for centroid decomposition, adding something in a ball with a center in some vertex. Okay, so for each vertex now, we know how many other vertices will it attract if we build a shop in that vertex. This is the solution for the relaxed case, where our shop is the most
to the power of 9 stations, so we cannot save our segment tree after each station, but we can save it saved at critical points at some points when somebody enters the train or leaves the train. So we should consider, and in that second tree we descend to get the answer. So that's about the express problem. Any questions?